Shalom. Shalom, call lawyer. Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Chachadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone who rule well. Shalom, Machasad, Lahabak, peace and mercy to the elect. Fellow servant Kamyadia, represent the GMS Church here in Cleveland. Yahweh Ratazadis, an edifying lesson. This is going to be like in the spirit of, this is a wake-up call to us all. I've been through situations not similar to, where I had to resist unto blood, like the beloved Apostle Paul mentioned, in the case of the beloved brother, Bun Gad. You know what I'm saying? Brothers that's in the inner circle should know exactly what I'm talking about. But if not, hey man, it's just, it's all the spirit. Everything ain't for everybody. Everybody don't need to know everything, at the end of the day. Okay? Damn, I was just about to make a point, Shalaki, damn, I hate my fucking just, I don't have that, but more than likely I do, short-term memory loss, you know what I'm saying, which is contributed to by, the genetically modified organisms that we consume on a daily basis, heavy metals, juices and things of that nature. Not saying that brother drink juice. More brothers is more proactive now because we have this wisdom, understanding, knowledge. We buy juices, we juice food. We don't necessarily drink food, but every now and again, and I'm just speaking truthfully, you drink a juice. I might drink a lemonade, orange juice, tea. The majority of these different elixirs, that's what it is. It fucking just is this, man. And Salaki, man, it's more of it's an intricate, various topics. I mentioned the beloved brother out there, man. It was some, being in a situation not exactly similar, but what y'all about to shoot outside, but a wake up call, But it was one time I was at this little bakery. It's like Northern Kingdom pastry bakery spot. They make the homemade pastries and the homemade bread and homemade this and that. And of course they got a restaurant section too, so they cooking, serving up food, rice, estofado, the carne pollo, empanadas. So I was in there one time by myself, bro. I was just ordering some food, because we don't walk around, brothers don't walk around like as if we just Billy Badass or Johnny Bravo. Brothers are in a humble, contrite spirit for the most part, especially the more that you're in this thing, the more seasoned, the more experience that you get, the more you're able to calm and tame your spirit. And I know from experience, because I'm a Reubenite. My grandfather, he like an Indian, real Reubenite motherfucker. So yeah, he wild. He a pimp motherfucker in Atlanta. This is my mother's father. But yeah, he wild or whatever. So I just know from experience. You know what I'm saying? Brothers not just doing that. When you first coming into the truth, I'm guilty of it myself. I'll fucking just, And then even when you try to be cordial with these people, they don't give a fuck, bro. Cause I had experience like that too. One time I was in Chicago. It was the beloved elders and the brothers. They was taking us to get some Benjamin food, and there was a Jake in there. And that's why the elders, the brothers, man, I got this from the beloved Apostle Gabar, that word misanthrope. Like, you want to tell that word, like you got a disdain for people, right? But that's why I don't speak to people now. And that's why my face, I always be austere. I wish I had a beard. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord cursed me. I probably was shaving my shit. I think about that. I was probably fucking going off, shaving my beard back in the ancient world, or whatever the case may be. The Lord cursed me. But I wish I had a beard because the beard is a manly badge of honor. It's a badge of honor, man. You know, that's why I get vexed vehemently through the spirit when I see niggas shave their beards off. It just, that shit just like weird activity to me, man. You know, but I was in Chicago. I'm gonna speak on two experiences of, you know, like a wake-up call. I was in Chicago, and like I said, we was at the Benjamin spot ordering some food, getting some food and stuff, and obviously there's just other people in there that's not you know, they still in darkness. They haven't been enlightened or exposed to this marvelous light, this wisdom, understanding, knowledge of the Heavenly Father that we learned from the beloved apostle Elder Great Millstone, truth, 100% truth and sincerity. So I was just being Jake, you know, cause at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, them niggas, they still our brother, they just wicked right now, you know what I'm saying? So I said it to say this. I was in there, I seen that Jake, he had a nice necklace. And it was, to be honest, the necklace was, I was just being conversation. You know, I'm from the South, man. You know what I'm saying? We more hospitable down South. You know what I'm saying? Up north. I remember when I first came to Ohio, niggas was just mugging, and I'm standing there, I'm like, okay, you know? It was like but I had to adapt to my environment, right? But it wasn't even real change. I could tell how it looked. I was just making small talk, conversation. You know, because we're in close proximity to elders mentioning that, you know, about the situation that happened to the beloved brother out there, man. So, so I was talking to him, complimenting, hey, bro, that's nice, woo, something. You know, mind you, that's why you don't talk to people. Just, you don't never know what people going through. People blow up on you, just take all their frustrations out on you. You know, so I was telling Cleve, nah, that's nice, this necklace, bro. You know, he could have been going through shit with his woman, or a woman, you know, his children take it away from him, but majority of the time, the men be frustrated is over for a woman. You know, because it's a constant power struggle between us and them, even with niggas in the world, right? So he was like, yo, these bloods, nigga, woo. He started saying some shit. I don't remember the exact words that he was saying, but I just remember he got extremely angry type of shit, because I was complimenting him and whatever, you know? And then, but there was another beloved brother, man, I ain't gonna mention his name. If you see this lesson, he know what I'm talking about. He started cussing that niggas out. He's like, that's when niggas die, nigga. I said, oh shit. You know, cause I'm in their city, man. I'm just trying to be respectful. But even when you go down south, man, even the gangsters are hospitable. I remember the brother Kadash from our camp. He's actually from Ohio, right? And he went and visited Carolina one time with one of the beloved brothers that's actually from Carolina, but he's in Ohio. He moved, you know, he's with us. He took him down there, and then Jake was speaking about his experiences, even with the gangster niggas down there with guns on them, and niggas is real hospitable. Niggas is real like what's the word? Hospitable. You know, he was talking about how, you know, these Jakes in the hood, they was all polite, holding the door for them and shit like that. You know, so about the experience in Chicago, that's why I was like even more and more. That's why I don't talk to people, bro. Because every time, and this from my personal experience, every time you try to speak to people and be like polite and somewhat, you know, motherfuckers just go like you a bitch or something, you know? So that's why it was a wake-up call for me then. For about, you know, just talking to people, man. So now another situation that happened when I'm in here in Ohio. I was at this restaurant, this Northern Kingdom restaurant. I was there, and you know, Southern Kingdom, they in there too, cause they know about this spot, man. Damn, Shalaki. So yeah, Southern Kingdom in there. So I ordered me some food, right? When I'm in line, it was a Southern Kingdom Jake behind me, and of course we being circumspect. We already been, briefed on the circumspect. You know what I'm saying? Aspect of this truth, man. So I immediately noticed him when he came in. I'm by myself. None of the brothers with me, none of the occupant, none. I noticed him when he came in.